Welcome back. Thanks for joining me on today's newscast. In the studios with us today, we have David Morgan, our Roane County property assessor. And David, of course, has been very, very hard working with his staff as they've been involving in this reappraisal effort, the reappraisal year moving forward. And many out there, after they see the news about reappraisal and what's going on and why is it not ready and all these things, and are we holding up tax charges for folks? I don't think many are too mad that their taxes are not ready to go out yet. But anyway, it looks like that the reappraisal process is moving forward. And I know in government, wheels always kind of seem to turn slower than some areas of work, but you guys are doing all you can. Good to see you today.
Good to see you, Dudley. Thank you again for
sir.
having me.
No
I
problem.
appreciate the chance to come up and talk to the citizens of Roane County
And
the cities and let them know, what's going on in my department.
You've had some changes in staff. Changed to the Patriot system last fall.
Yes, sir.
Got the new computer systems in. State kind of looked at that and said, hey, wait a minute now. We're not too familiar with this, so things kind of got slowed up at that point.
Right.
And then the State Board of Equalization decided to let them help you get this thing straightened out. And I know that's what's been going on there, so the process is a little bit behind. Cities are waiting for their certified tax rate. Explain that and why this thing is delayed for the fact of the certified tax rate. What is that?
Okay, as far as the certified tax rate, what that is, by state law, during a reappraisal year, the cities and the counties are supposed to collect the same amount of money that they did the previous tax year before the reappraisal.
Is that statewide?
That's statewide.
But
yes,
it comes down to the county level too?
Yes, to the county level.
Sorry.
And for instance, if the county collected $27 million last year due to property tax, they want the county to be able to collect $27 million again.
So it's the state controls this?
Yes, they do. They do. And obviously, if our reappraised values end up going down, like we've been projecting for the last few months, I guess you would say,
sure.
That's going to have an effect on that certified tax rate. They would indicate, a slight increase in that certified tax rate, upward, of course. And if the values, on the other hand, happen to go up like they did in 2010, the certified tax rate would have to come down, just like it did in 2010. So,
and then that, of course, gives the county commission and city councils the ability then to fluctuate one way or the other to set their tax rates.
Yes,
because no one wants to raise taxes, we all know that. But in the county level, as far as county commissioners, they are looking at a tax increase, not because of your situation, but because the schools need more money.
Right.
And then it all depends on the balance of the certified tax rate of how much industry's been built, I guess, sales tax revenues and all these things.
I talked with County Mayor Woody today just to make sure that I was clear on it, because I'm new. This is my first go around with the reappraisal
This is on
certified
Tuesday
tax rate.
we're interviewing.
Yes, sir. And from what I understand, if my reappraisal dictated a 5%, or I'm sorry, a 5-cent increase in that certified tax rate, say that we went from $2.18 to $2.23, the county commission, or at least the budget committee so far, are wanting an additional increase of 30 cents.
Sure.
So that $2.18 may very well turn out to be close to $2.50 if that 30-cent tax increase is passed by the full commission coming up this Monday or during some future commission meeting, and along with my certified tax rate, whatever that result comes out to be. So
it'd be fair to say that the property assessor's office doesn't really set the tax rate, basically.
Correct.
You're clear of that. You just appraise the property.
We appraise the property. Our sole job is to make sure that we give fair and accurate assessments to Roane County. We really don't get involved in that tax rate, although as an elected official and a concerned taxpayer, I'm definitely interested in that certified tax rate. I want to keep it as low as possible, but again, our values dictate what that number comes out to be.
And you've taken a few shots, because we don't want to get the wrong aspect of people saying, well, you're to blame for all this, or this one's to blame, and all these things. As again, we say you set the tax rates, or the appraisals, excuse me, but then the elected officials actually set the tax rate. So
yes, sir. That's our full county commission.
How did we get behind to start with back last fall? Kind of bring us through that.
It was a perfect storm. We had 3 out of our 4 experienced appraisers leave within a 3 or 4 month time period. We switched computer systems from the old CAS system with the state to the new Patriot system we chose to go to, and we started reappraising at the same time. And this was just a perfect storm. There's no assessor office in this state that would be in much of a better predicament. I lost a lot of my experience. I'm a new assessor. I had to hire a lot of new employees. We're still in that training phase with the new employees. I mean, I've had majority of my staff has been here less than a year, so it's really tough to do a reappraisal and run the normal office and do everything else in a timely manner with, brand new people. So we're doing the absolute best we can, and I definitely want to, praise my staff that's still there. They're a great crew. I enjoy working with them, and they're all working hard. And it's not just me that feels the pressure and the burden of getting this reappraisal finished. It's my staff. I'm sure they've had sleepless nights just like myself.
Had you been there, had you been there 20 years plus, this would have still been a tough cookie to crumble, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir, it would have. Sure would have.
You lost, I think, your chief of staff
Yes, sir.
early in the year, and there's never easy to leave
No,
or
sir.
to lose someone in that
No,
capacity.
sir.
But
That's typically your right-hand man.
in the state, of course, then when you were sent to Nashville or went out there under the request of the State Appraisal Board, that they suggested, well, we'll just give you some help, and that's what's happened. So how's that in the next 30 seconds doing so far?
Well, I do want to throw out some praise for the State Division of Property Assessments, the employees that have been in my office, which it's anywhere from 4 employees to about 10 employees. They've been great to work with myself, my staff, and we've really enjoyed working with those guys. They've been very professional, and I just want to give them some applause for that and working with us very well.
All right. Well,
We're eager to get this finished and move on for the public.
can you take a vacation after that?
I hope. Maybe go to Dollywood or something close like that.
Possible. All right. Will you be, I guess, going to the county commission meeting in the next couple of weeks or so, or whenever they meet to give them an update, or is that requested or anything?
Sure. Anytime they request me to be there, I'll be glad to show up and give them that date or something like that.
And for folks who want to call you at the office, give them the number.
Sure. 376-4362.
And if, of course, if they have an appeal, then that process will be moving forward too, right?
Yes, sir, it sure will. And all that information should be on your reappraisal change notices that should be hopefully mailed out in the next 2 to 3 to 4 weeks.
David Morgan joins us today. Give us an update. Back with more news in a moment. Stay with us. Thanks, David.
Thank you, Dudley.
If you're building or remodeling and thinking about appliances, remember